Falconry is about 6,000 years old, and it is actually hunting with birds of prey. So when Sam and I hunt, we do not take out a rifle or a shotgun or a bow. We take out hawks, falcons, we can use owls and eagles. And they are the tool or the weapon, however you want to think about it, that kills that prey. That 6,000-year-old relationship is the second oldest working relationship between people and animals. So the oldest is the dog, then this, and then horses. This, however, is very different than my relationship with my 3 dogs at home. This bird is not a pet. He is not a domesticated peregrine falcon. He is tamed and trained, he is captive bred, but none of that means domestication. Your dog, I don't care what kind you've got, is a domesticated wolf if you go back far enough in its lineage. So domesticated, they cannot survive without human intervention any longer. My birds do not need me to survive. This little rascal's killed 9 squirrels on outings like we're about to do. Number 10 was right there, so who knows if he'll catch that one or not in a little bit. Sitting right by Oscar's cage. Yeah, it's like that. You don't want to be here on a Thursday at 9 o'clock. So that makes this complicated that they can survive without us. Also, your dog is a pack animal. If you think about it, it wants to be with you. Feed it, don't matter. It wants to be part of the collective and part of the group. These guys are not pack animals. They are solitary. They breed for life, so you'll have a male and female together, but beyond that, there's not really a social structure of them hanging out. So when I go grab a bird or Sam goes in to get Sam, that bird's not going, oh, she's the coolest falconer in the whole wide world. My bird understands that the human is a food source. And I heard her talking with the group in the back a little bit. This is a food-based relationship. All of our birds are a little bit hungry today. And because of that, they're gonna fly to 18 different people. I've had this guy since he was 4 months old, that guy since he was 2 months old. These birds will not even come to me just because I'm the best falconer in North Carolina. It's only because they're hungry and they understand that relationship. So if you stop and imagine for a second, we think this started in the Middle East. If you were the person sitting in your desert campsite 6,000 years ago, you were the one that saw a falcon streak through the sky, grab a bird, and you go, I think I'll trap that bird. And I'm gonna tame it and train it. I'm gonna send it out to kill stuff, and then whatever it kills, I will steal that food from that predator and feed my family. What could possibly go wrong? So the only thing I can liken it to, for me, I grew up in Florida on the Gulf Coast. I'm sitting on my dock on the Intercoastal Waterway, and I see a shark go by, and I think, oh, I'm gonna catch that shark and tame it and train it to go fishing for me. This is about as crazy as that. It moved out of the Middle East. It got to England about 750 AD. A lot of people refer to this as the sport of kings. It did not start there, it got there way late. But in England it was interesting because it was tied to the caste system. So your rank in society determined the bird you could have. There's actually a chart. So the king could have a golden eagle. The peasant who worked the field could have a kestrel. Kestrel's a beautiful little falcon, but it's a lot smaller than this guy, and the biggest thing it's killing are mice and starlings. A golden eagle can take out a small deer. In Mongolia, they use them to hunt wolves. So it was all about the prestige of the hunt. My bird's bigger than your bird, and it can kill something bigger than yours. Got to the United States in the late 1800s, early 1900s. It's very regulated here, and a lot of those regulations, I think, started in the 60s. Up until that point, and even into the 60s, birds of prey were considered nuisance species, and it was legal to kill them. I think they were added to the Federal Migratory Bird Act in the 70s, to where we finally started protecting